Welcome to the Spire of Euclid. How's everyone doing today? Oh boy. Should be a fun D&D session over here. Everyone's there. Everyone's popping in, popping off. It's going to be a good time. Allow me to say hello to my fine folks. Hello, everyone.
¿Por qué no las dos?
Party. What?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Who? 3?
Okay.
Okay.
¿Por qué?
Hi, everyone. How y'all doing today?
Howdy.
Hola.
How are things? Good week. Been about 9 days since we played D&D last, and I can tell because Momo's been logged in to Roll20 for all 9 days. It's been wonderful.
Have I really?
Yeah, you've just been there at every single session. I was like, oh, okay. I guess Momo's tagging along. Momo technically guested in every session this week.
Lucky.
I just like D&D.
Okay. I like D&D too. So it's all freaking gravy. Let's freaking dive into it because, man, I'm looking around.
Fuck, I forgot.
Yes. You pulled a freaking sick move, I believe, knocking Amasi unconscious and then using him as the object that he is to telekinetically pull him away over to essentially protect this unconscious paladin at this point in time. You guys are in quite the decisive battle from the last session. After coming to the final stone that you believe will open the way to the Spire of Euclid, you are greeted by an old previous ally of sorts from once a long time ago, Amasi, a very valiant, very prideful knight who is a member of the Hunters Guild. And after a little bit of revealing, you've learned that this entire place was set up with various hunters from the guild in case things were to go awry, things were to go wrong, essentially. Amasi simply had one message: just turn around, walk away, return back to the life that you guys were doing, and to not activate the stone, because Amasi has stated that the Gormon King has informed him that a terrible and awful creature is sealed in the Spire, and that is the secret of the Spire of Euclid, the secret that the Hunters Guild has kept for quite some time. After a bit of conversation, a bit of dialogue, I believe primarily, for the most part, Dirk was not convinced that this was the case, believing that Amasi is a fool that is just kind of following along what a superior is telling him, and that Amasi is not thinking for himself. Dirk extended a hand of friendship, but this is disguised in deceit. As with this, the surprise blow and the initial blow was given to Dirk, strike Amasi's hand down. And with that, the rest of the Hunters Guild in the area striked. And you are currently in the midst of combat. Pull that out there. You're currently in the midst of combat as of this moment. With the final action, the final initiative was Hayo, knocking Amasi unconscious and then using her psionic powers to telekinetically grab Amasi's unconscious body. Even you at this no death so far. Those that have been knocked unconscious is Amasi along with the cleric, but you guys have been using non-lethal damage to ensure that they are knocked out. No one is dead yet, and with that, Amasi has been pulled over. Are there any questions before we continue this rousing combat with the Hunters Guild? No?
I think we're ready.
All right.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, someone's about to die because it is currently Cicely's turn. Cicely, what do you do?
Snake, you okay with me offing that girl? She gonna die.
I mean, make it happen.
Okay, I kill her. Fighting spirit is bonus action. I shoot. Sharpshooter. 1, 2, 3. This is 25.
I love this like dramatic encounter that I imagine this movie like scene of like her chasing and running from Valeth, and Valeth is like give me your power, and you are in like a heat of a warlock battle until suddenly an arrow from off to the east casts aside to strike at this other warlock. All right, yes, a critical hit, 25 does hit. Dealing a total of 28 damage. You rolled your divine favor twice, dealing a total of 30 damage. As the righteous arrow strikes at her back, you will actually see her. Oh, by the way, are you attacking with lethal or non-lethal?
That one was lethal.
Oh, gotcha. So the the arrow's pointed. You strike with a radiant arrow that hits her in the back as she was focused on the combat against Valeth. And as this radiant arrow strikes the back of her, you'll actually see her lurch over onto her knee as she like clutches onto her heart. The radiant arrow struck into her back, and then you'll just see this ooze-like shadow just permeate and begin to it just begins to bleed out of the open wound of the stuck arrow. It is still your turn.
Ooh, I don't fuck with crazy. I peep, and then I also shoot the lady that's doing bad with sharpshooter. I gotta teach her how to do B. 1, 2, 3. That's
with another critical hit, the arrow fires up. Her arrow aimed up as you have a powerful radiant arrow striking at her shoulder as she's aiming down with the sharpshooter. She's just looks over at that point to see Cicely hiding and just decimating the party right now. 19, 3, 22. That's 24 damage. As her bow will turn over to where Cicely is. Cicely is still your round.
That's so sick.
And boop. Okay, I'm done. I've done my work. I crit twice. That's it. I'm done.
And then she'll just say "damned heathen" before she turns back over, now focusing her eyes all around the corner as Cicely is just slithering her way around the ruins, striking arrows of death everywhere. Amasi, unconscious at this point in time, you'll just kind of see his body turning a little bit, lurching a little bit, as his unconscious body lays there behind Hayo. You'll see this woman look around, and she'll whisper under her breath, "Right, know a losing battle when I see one," and she will disengage and get the fuck on out of there. As she begins to wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
I was like, what the fuck? Actually, let me see. Actually, I have to calculate this again. So she disengages a bonus, then 5, 10. Yeah, she is just running at this point. Top of the round, Nexie. It is your turn.
All right. Well, that lady disappeared. I don't know where the fuck she went. How's this one doing right now?
Which one do you mean, the one that's up there? Would you like to scan and find out? Oh, this one over here? Would you like to scan and find out? Same same question.
Well, I mean, she didn't go down, right? She just went to one knee.
Oh no,
she's
down to one knee. Yeah, and you literally just see this like almost like this slime-like shadow, this like thickened blood is just oozing out of her wound right now, as if something's escaping from her.
Is it like? Yes. Is it like big, actively coming out? Like, does it look alive? Is it like big or like small? Like a little bit? Like
what kind of check would you like to do? Knowledge? Would you do Arcana, religion, nature? What kind of?
Is this something I can do as a bonus action? Is that what you're saying?
I'll let you do it as a free action. You've asked the right question, and now it's time to see what the frick you know.
Well, I'm just trying to see if it looks like something that would be very dangerous if I were to come near it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Yeah, go give me Give me a knowledge check of your choice.
All right. Well, let's see. Well, this probably wouldn't be nature because it doesn't seem natural at all.
I will allow nature.
Well, I mean, could I do a perception check?
Like to still, you can do an investigation. I specifically need intelligence.
Okay, intelligence.
Or survival. I will also allow survival.
Survival? Let's go with survival. Nexie's seen some shit in her life.
Okay,
Let's go with that.
All right, with the 22. As you kind of like are staring at the ooze that's just like pouring out of the wound, you can actually see from the opening it's like violently coming out. Almost like a steam is coming out of the open wound, but like this black shadow is escaping her. It almost itself looks like a wounded creature that is violently lashing out at anyone near her. So yes, getting near her at this point, within a typical 5-foot range, nudge nudge, would probably be, the effects would be unknown.
I mean, you said typical 5-foot range, but like, so is the 10-foot range atypical in this situation?
I've given you the numbers, Nexie. At the literally
Excellent.
The strongest hint that I can freaking give you. That's where you're supposed to come out and be like, well, fortunately, I have a 10-foot weapon. So come at thee.
Excellent. That is exactly what I thought. So I'm going to stand right here and poke at her with my long pointy stick.
And I teed it up. I gave it to you and everything. And you're like, DM? DM?
I'd like to confirm this.
Fair enough. So as you walk over, and are you attacking lethally or non-lethally?
I'm stabbing. I'm specifically aiming at that weird shit in there lethally.
I will have to inform you that by targeting this weird shit, you'll also be targeting her. So would you like to?
That's fine.
Okay, so you are okay with lethally attacking her. That's what I want to make sure we're clear. Okay, perfect. So you will see Nexie charging up with her spear as she's looking at this ooze-like substance just lashing out from the back of this strange warlock, and Nexie just goes in, pulls back the pole arm, and then just thrusts forward with the glaive, stabbing straight through the chest. And because she only had 1 hit point remaining, she immediately goes down. So you stab her up. You Valeth, you'll actually see like the form of the glaive, like not erupt out, but definitely poke out of the chest of this warlock as she falls unconscious. And then you'll just see this fluid begin to pool around her as it just vibrates violently, trying to escape her. Valeth, can you give me religion, arcana? Give me a knowledge check. And I want to...
Go drink it, Valeth.
I'm gonna drink it.
Are you gonna roll or are you gonna drink it?
I'm gonna roll as soon as
Okay. I just like, no, you can roll now. This is a free roll.
Just loading up the old character sheet.
All good. With a 18, you theorize that this may be the source of her power. That this whatever is within her right now may be who she has the pact and where she is getting her warlock powers, as it is now trying to flee, trying to escape her. Because these are effectively player characters, she is now down and she is bleeding. She will have to make death saving throws just like any other character. And at 3, she is permanently dead. Nexie, is there anything else you'd like to do this round?
I'm gonna look up at Valeth and I'm gonna point at the goopy stuff. I want to stab it again.
Don't.
Okay. I want to drag her out then.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. I have a bonus action. I wonder what I can do with that. Can I do anything with that?
What would you like to do? Well, what is the plan?
Is it still trying to get out of her, or has it already gotten out of her?
I mean, it's currently fleeing from her at this point in time. So there's still whatever is within her is not completely out at this point in time.
Can I ready a bonus action?
No, you cannot. You can only ready an action. This looks scary enough. Give me one second, please. Seeing if I can do some
I'm loading spookums.
Loading some spookums. Hold on one second. Oh, yeah, that's the one. That's the one right there. I'm gonna go. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go with this. Don't be afraid.
Oh my god.
As this thing is now currently leaving out of her. Move that to the
Lord.
back
That was
so
a
that she's
bear
there.
laying on its side for a second.
Is this one up high?
Yep.
Or-
She's standing on top of this pillar currently. The pillar itself is 20 feet tall. And that
okay.
she's taken an advantageous position, or at least she believed, trying to strike from the air.
Was there somebody else? One.
There was
two,
a rogue
three,
who is
4.
now running like hell to the north.
Oh, there she is. Bonus action. Wait, can I bonus action dash or no? I can't.
Mm-mm.
Let's
must
see.
be
Let's see,
cunning.
let's see. Ah, yes.
You
indeed,
must be
indeed.
cutting like
Right.
the Eric.
Sorry for taking so long. I didn't expect her to just pretty much die.
No, she was at one hit. She was at 1 hit point, and she's dying. She is not dead yet.
But yes. Semantics. Okay, I can't do that. I guess I'm just going to. I'm going to cast Healing Word at. Can I cast it at 2nd level?
Yes, we can. We can cast it at a higher
Okay.
level.
I'm going to cast a 2nd level Healing Word on this lad right there, on Eric.
Oh, that lovely lad. Look at him.
Yes,
Look at his
yes.
lovely ladness.
Cast.
Looking all
Little
haggard
lad,
right
he
now.
loves his berries and cream.
God, he's such a nice lad.
7
Really.
health.
No.
Eric is now at 62.
What a weak
What-
roll. All right.
It's fine.
And then I'm going to move here, and that is my turn.
Okie dokie. Eric, you begin to feel your wounds close, albeit a little bit, as everyone is dying around you at this point. Eric, what
Right.
would you like to do?
Eric's still full of like different bolts and arrows that's been shot at him like the past session. He's gonna step forward and look up the pillar at the ranger lady, and he's going to say, "Your party is quite routed. Do you surrender?"
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Thing.
Routed.
They're routed.
I could offer you some berries and cream.
Eric walks
They're
up.
quite routed. Would you like to surrender?
Eric walks up, looking like Swiss cheese with all the arrows and just stab wounds. As he limps up forward 5 feet and says, "Your party is rather routed. Would you like to surrender?" Just wounds bleeding open.
He's
She
leaning
feel-
on the stone. He's
Yeah.
trying to prop himself up.
She feels confident with her odds and takes that opportunity as a reaction while you are trying to persuade her to shoot a bow at you.
Of course.
Your persuasion was protected. Hey, give me a second. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go for the bow shot here. Doo-doo. Shoot a bow. Oh my gosh. Chat. Shut up. Did you say
Done that
shoot
there,
a...
it's done.
I catch the bow to shoot an arrow
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Did he say shoot a bow? What a dummy. All right, let me see what we got here. This is going to be a little reaction here, so I'm just going to go and... Sharpshooter.
What do you do with a bow, Chad?
Yeah, what do you do with the bow, Chad? What the fuck?
I floss with my bow.
Sheesh.
Oh, I don't know why I envisioned you butt flossing with your bow, but that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my brain.
Oh, no.
Momo,
Summer
I don't
help.
have a butt.
Oh my
Is
god.
that why you slap everyone else?
Yes. It's all tail down there. There's no butt.
The plot reveal.
How do you poo?
Mermaids are mysterious, man.
-5 to attack as she goes for the sharpshooter. 13 to hit. Nope, actually 13 to. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong character sheet. Oh my God, wouldn't it be really cool if I did my job right? Re-rolling. Yes, 23 -5, 18 to hit.
Still hits.
Okay, here we go. For a total of 24 points of damage.
Jesus.
So she says no.
He grabs the wound and goes, ow, what the hell?
Rush another 8.
I'm gonna use my action. I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud on her.
Oh, Fog Cloud. Oh boy, here we go. Everybody loves Fog Cloud. What level will you be casting the Fog Cloud?
First level.
You know? 20
and
foot,
I want to make
20 foot radius. Right. Here we go.
She's 20 foot up.
Yeah. Whoop. The entire pillar is swallowed as you just see this giant thing of fog. Oh yeah, I will let you also controlled by Russ. Russ, feel free to move this token around where you'd like to place the fog.
Exactly on her, I guess, above us in a way so it doesn't block our vision as well.
Okay, she is up 20 feet, and since this is a 20-foot area, this will block your area.
Oh, is it like a cylinder or is it a sphere?
It's a sphere.
So
or unless you're aiming like 40 foot up, in which case she's only gonna get like 1 square of it is going to be her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Like I guess I wanted to like put the center point on her, and it would be above us.
Yeah. That works. Yep.
Okay.
Otters. Yeah. No. Yes. This is 20 foot up because 3D is a lot of fun. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So the only one that would actually be in the area, the only one still in the fog is going to be Eric.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
And then I'll move here and my bonus action hide.
Okay. Go ahead and get that hide check, please. Yep, there it is. All right. Oh boy. Does that end your round?
Now it does.
Okay. Well, shit. Now that she's in a fog, she's done everything that she needs to do here. She's going to look around a bit, and she's going to... might be time to go. But also, it's dangerous. Okay. Well, first thing, I think she's gonna actually spend her bonus action seeing where you are. Because the general idea here at this point is her only means of escape is going to be knocking you unconscious and then getting the fuck out in that opening. So here we go. Perception, baby. Can she do it? She looks around for Eric. Shit.
Ninja vanish.
And she just begins to walk. She's just walking around trying to figure out her bearings at this point in time.
Wait,
And
is her name Holorg or Jen?
did I do it again? It's Jen. Ignore. I roll again. She finds. I keep rolling Holorg for some reason. At that point she is going to go around finding actually where Eric is, and with a disadvantage aim the bow down and strike.
He is an odorous man. Makes sense.
Yeah. So this will, because of the fog, she does have disadvantage against the arrows. She will also be using her extra attack. She's already used her arcane surge. Looking around, see if there's anything else she can do at this point. Nope. All she's got is that. Oh yeah, and then here we go. So she's going for the 2 attacks. That's the first attack. 13. It's a critical miss. So she will attack again. With a 22. That one will hit, dealing 14 points of damage. And in the hopes that you have fallen at this point, because she can't see exactly where you are at this point, she's going to leap down and begin to, let's see, so let's see, 5, leaps down, and she begins running. Dirk, it is now your turn. You have just witnessed the archer leave the fog, the big giant fog cloud that's up in the air, and
Fog.
she. Wait, what?
Concentration check on the fog.
No. Actually, I don't. Wait. Oh, wait. I'm thinking wild magic fog. Hold on. Fog. Is fog
It is
concentration?
concentration.
Ah, yes. I have a character that has wild magic fog.
Sick.
So with an 8, that's gonna. As the fog will immediately vanish. Okay. She's still.
Does he get an attack of opportunity?
So, hold on. Sorry, guys. I totally fucked it up. Okay, so here's what's going to happen at this point. Going back to her. If she shoots and the fog goes down, she'll look down to see that he's still there, essentially. Fuck. Would she jump down? She'll go over here and then jump down. So 5, 10, 15. It will actually give her all the way up to there. And that's as far as she gets as she's now trying to flee the scene. That's as far as she gets. Okay, so Dirk, it is now your turn. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
I must have missed it. So she shot, then Eric had his turn, then she had her turn?
Yeah, so because of the persuasion check, she used her reaction to
Right. Yeah,
while
yeah.
he was trying to like persuade, she immediately just was like, fuck you, and like shoot the arrow because she thought she had a chance to actually defeat Eric. And then she did one final Hail Mary, sees Eric still alive, and is just like, well, this isn't going as planned. And now she's trying to fucking leave. Because she was hoping to down Eric and then go in his direction. But now that seeing that he's still up with the fog down, she's like, well, shit. And now she's trying to leave in a different direction. Dirk, everything that has just happened within the 6 seconds is a lot. But I'm assuming Dirk's focus is elsewhere.
Dirks has raised his great sword above his head, and he's been looking into the sky, and just says, "This is for Shandame, buddy," and then swings down on the spot where he used to be.
So you cleave the sword down and see that that he's gone completely.
Dirk will then drop his swords and look at his hands as his rage fades.
Oh.
My God, I cleaved him out of existence. And he will just ponder for the rest of his turn.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! That's amazing. Io, you're like desperately trying to protect the man right now. Dirk.
Hayo's just standing over him like.
Dirk, where would you like to move at all while you're wandering around?
he is perplexed at his own existence right now.
Okay. We're gonna do a death saving throw. There we go. That's a fail. One failed death. Valith, it is now your turn as you continue to see this ooze just spreading out around the area.
I'm gonna do it. Going to step to the edge.
He's gonna drink it.
The forbidden jam.
And I'm going to say to the ooze, she was not worthy. Perhaps I might be. And I will very lightly place my sword in it, allowing the ooze to take hold.
We're gonna have to fight him. No.
The ooze begin to slowly crawl over to Valeth.
Uh-oh.
Thinky.
God, he's so cool.
He's so fucking cool.
Thinky.
I want a warlock like that one day.
I wouldn't fucking care. It'll begin crawling up over your sword. Kind of like going in. And it will, the voice you'll hear. Voice echoing. Trying to get you to abandon your current pact in the hopes that this new foreign thing may join you. Move out of. At this point, you're free to do any checks you'd like, any questions you have.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe roll Arcana, see if I can gauge just how powerful this thing is compared to what I have.
Oh god, Valeth's gonna be sexy Venom.
Give me that Arcana check. Okay. All I can currently tell you at this point is that this power is foreign. It doesn't come from this plane or this veil. Heck, many patrons don't, since it's considered outside the astral. Something unlike anything you've ever seen. Please give me a wisdom saving throw. As you peer into this ooze-like substance to learn more. That's a wisdom check. I need a saving throw.
Oh yes. Saves. Where? There we go.
You will, for a moment, you actually see this place, this origin of this ooze that's crawling out of her right now. It is a land from a different, like a land of death and darkness. As this darkness and shadow is spreading all around, you feel the grasps of insanity from wherever this origin is. And for a brief moment, you see a face looking to you, covered in shadow. As you hear the echo of a bell's chime. As you then return back to your normal place, like you see this thing was attempting to enter your mind, but you managed to withstand it. The voice will echo. Satisfied that your vessel is strong.
Fascinating.
Echoing in your mind that I can tell you more.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to translate as you go because I cannot make out.
No, it's fine. That's why I'm translating it for you. Yeah, as you just see this echoey voice going in, but it says to you that it can tell you more.
I'm listening.
The voice echoing. Sorry, something.
Your king does not belong here. Would you like more?
Nani?
I accept.
Good.
Fuse will then begin to swallow up within you. And as it does so, it wishes to become a part of you, to become your own patron. While this ooze within you will allow you to keep the build that you've got going, it will empower you with the power of the shadow, of the darkness that it comes from. But you must accept it. You are uncertain of what long-lasting consequences this may have, fighting a patron of unknown origin, a veil that is unknown to you.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Very well. So with the acceptance, the ooze will go into you. At that point, leaving her. She will, the warlock will immediately need to make 3 death saving throws as her patron is now leaving her vessel. Fail, and with the second fail, you'll see her grasp onto her heart before she falls over permanently dead.
Oh my god.
As if, yeah, it's just literally her organs, her vessel, who she was, just completely emptied out and into Valith's sword. Valith, you will hear the voice again state, as you see the flashes and the vision of this area that this creature is from. It will say,
Your king is from here. I do not wish to go back. Stay away from the Gorman King.
what you hear.
Can you
Go on.
describe the visions a bit more? What exactly do I see?
You know what? You know what? Give me another wisdom saving throw to see if your mind can perceive this vision. I will show it to you if you roll high enough. Ooh! It is a place of darkness, a place of shadow. But your mind is still foggy from this transition. You'll need to attempt again. Apologies. Take a look over here. So it will take more reflection, learn more of where this creature is from and what its message may mean. But in the heat of battle, or currently the battle that is being routed at this point in time, need more of a moment of reflection before you can learn. Sound good?
Time. I need more time. Valith will say to himself as I conclude my turn by walking just off.
Okay. With your movement speed?
Yeah.
Right. Valith, your sword has begun to shape and rupture from the shadow's influence upon your blade. You're uncertain of what this means, but this creature hasn't necessarily become your full patron, but instead has combined itself and almost merged with the way that you would normally cast your warlock magics. The battle will continue. All right. Unconscious. Hayo, you are currently covering the body of Amasi as you're just watching as Dirk wanders away without rage. Hayo, what do you do?
Is there a way I can, like, stabilize him but keep him unconscious?
Well, so technically he is already stabilized, so he's not dying. By knocking him unconscious with non-lethal damage, that's the benefit. He stays unconscious, but he doesn't start dying. But if you'd like to wake him up, you will need to, you'll need to stabilize him. You'll need to heal him. That could be a medicine check. That can be as easy as a healing.
Well, I don't want to wake him up.
Okay, then
I still want him to die.
Yeah, he is safe from death at this point, unless someone were to strike him down. So you are good.
Okay. I would like to drag him and try to set him up against this, like, pillar inside this building.
All right. You will have hindering movement as you do so. You're dragging a body with you.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
Oh, that means whatever your movement speed is, have it. As you are now dragging this body with you.
Okay, I'll go 15 feet and put him here.
Okay.
He's
Perfect.
Up against there.
Okay. You still have
I
an
wave
action.
at Hayo.
You what?
I wave at Hayo. Hi.
First she, like, so she drags him around the corner and she's like, fucking lord, he's so large.
I smile.
Fucking hell. And she just, like, poof, like, drops him against against the thing, looks up at you, and does one of those, like, double takes where she looks up, looks back down. She kind of waves back, like, please
Don't let
don't
Dirk see him. Dirk's gonna kill him.
Please don't attack him.
No, I want to attack him, just, don't let Dirk see, or Dirk's gonna go into a frenzy again, and I want to avoid that.
True. Or...
Don't like the dude, but he's fucking crazy when he's raging. Holy shit.
Yes. He
Hayo,
is.
is there anything else that you'd like to do for your round?
Let's see. No, I'm good here.
All right. Cicely.
You weren't getting away that easily. Fighting spirit.
Who are you? Oh, God. Oh, no, she's running.
Non-lethally. Is this a 22 hit?
Yeah, 22 hits.
Boom. Boom. 20 damage.
All right, she's still standing.
Cover.
As you hit her on the back of the back of the leg, she limps as she's still trying to run, trying to sprint.
Again.
She goes, "Damn!" She yells,
Non-lethally.
realizing she's been caught.
Ah.
This is it for her. That is.
Oh my god.
Non-lethally.
And with a 25, she's just as she just falls down face first into the dirt, unconscious.
And that's how you take the sharpshooter feat, you bitch. You look like an elf. You should have taken elven accuracy, you wench.
Valith is holding out his hands as this weird shadowy creature is becoming a part of him, and
Oh God, what happened to you?
Cicely is just muttering something about feet, I guess, or something or other. It's been a strange
She
day.
reminds me of the old lady that's like berating somebody for trying to do something.
How many
But,
times
like,
do I gotta
she
teach
knows
this
how to
lesson,
do-
old man?
Cicely, is there anything else that you'd like to do?
No, she kind of makes like a gross face at Valith, but then it's just like a Nice.
All right, and on this person's turn, they will escape into the forest, out of the sight of the hunters.
Are they
Out of the sight
unconscious?
of you. Oh no, that was the rogue that was like, fuck this, and she was running. She's still running.
She's
So-
totally off map
Oh.
now, so she's all
She is
clear of us.
Oh yeah, she is absolutely
Okay.
clear of you guys at this
Unless
point.
you have dimension door.
Do you have dimension door? Do you have a reaction dimension door? Hi, huh?
I'm just saying, 500 feet.
That's 500 feet on your turn. Does anyone have dimension door? Dimension door? No? All right. Well, then the encounter's fucking over then. That's what I say. DM wins.
Oh my god. I shoot the raccoon that's hiding behind this bush.
Fuck you! And the raccoon runs away. Ah!
God, Brett's actually a bully. I can't believe this.
No, dude, no.
Oh, that was really funny.
All right. With that, you have unconscious/dead bodies. The only one that was able to run has left the area and continues to sprint away. And yeah, the encounter is over. Looking around, encounter over. End of initiative? Yes? Yes. All right.
Yes, hello. Who were those people and why did I just attack them violently? And why did that one suck with her bow?
You say that as Eric rounds the corner full of fucking arrows and bolts.
She tried her best, dude.
Oh no, Eric, honey, come here.
I
Come
don't
here.
know. I think she was a pretty good shot.
Come here, I got you here. You got one stuck in your shoulder. Let me pull it out. Slap him with the cure wounds. It's okay, buddy.
Let's see it.
At least they weren't laced with fire coral venom like we used to do at home.
Let's see it.
Oh, my lucky number.
Ooh, 7? Wow, you are now at 20. Oh, I thought you did cure wounds. Popped up.
No, he only gets the one. He doesn't deserve more than that. I'm not a real healer.
What is the rest of you doing at this point?
I'm taking the 50 feet of rope and tying up Amasi. Like a little spider. A snug little spider sack. He's just getting tied up.
Just imagine a little Hio crawling over him, adding little
Yep.
knots here and there.
That's horrifying.
You're the one with black ooze coming into your body! You don't want to hear about it!
Some of the knots she ties with her mind.
Yeah, it's telekinetic. Yeah, she's just
you like-
tying things.
Would you like to do some standard knots, or would you like to try something fancy?
Well, I'm no rigger, so she's just tying him up so he can't move
Alright.
if he wakes up.
Give him a bow tie.
All right, standard DC of rope is applied for him to escape out if he is ever conscious again. All right, tie him up. While Hio's tying everyone up, what is?
Valeth is not quite, not quickly, but notably swinging his sword around him as if using it to sort of feel around.
As you swing your sword into the air, it's almost as if you're witnessing the air that you're slashing through almost evaporating and dying. Like for a moment, you're actually seeing like this, like almost like this burning look of something burning away, as if you were to light a small letter and it just turns into ash. You kind of like slash your sword as you do. The air just kind of like evaporates into ash a little bit before it vanishes completely. But you kind of also see like this almost inverted look of the air itself. So as you're like slashing through, like the greens and the hues of greens and dirt is kind of like evaporating away into these like different shades of black and white. as almost as if you're peering into a completely different veil for a brief moment, but you still don't understand exactly what you're looking at. Dirk, what are you currently doing?
Dirk is just sitting with his knees to the ground, just looking at where he deleted a man from existence, and is just quietly contemplating to himself.
Nexie?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this dude. Seems he's doing all right.
I mean, he got his ass kicked, but he is currently unconscious on the rune slab.
I'm gonna just kind of like poke him. Just that's it. I'm just gonna poke him.
You poke him a little bit. That is all.
I'm going to be a bit of a bitch. I'm gonna go steal the rest of this lady's arrows.
Okay. You take her arrows. She's unconscious. The only one that is a corpse currently is this warlock.
I'm also gonna be more of a bitch, and I'm gonna cut her bowstring.
Wow.
I'm gonna take her restringing supplies.
So as you cut her bowstring, you find it incredibly difficult since the bow itself is magical. You'll need a magical dagger to cut the bowstring if that's something that you'd like to do.
Shit. Dirk, can I borrow? Or no, I don't want to talk to Dirk. Never mind. Eric, can I borrow one of your daggers? One of your really long daggers?
He hands you grief.
I go and I cut it with grief.
You griefer.
All right.
I'm griefing.
Give me an Arcana check in the attempts to disarm this magical bow.
I guidance myself.
Actual griefing.
1d4. That's a 20.
All right, with a 20 in the bow, you hear this echoing as the magical energies of the bow depart. Its string snapped. You have effectively disarmed and broken this magical bow.
I spit on the ground and I say, "Get good, scrub." I come back.
Jesus Christ.
Steal it? No.
Destroy it.
I notice my weapon is heavier with the sins that it has committed.
I hand back grief. Yes.
Yes, the actual
Yes.
grief is now within the weapon.
Speaking of weapons, what weapon did the warlock have? Crossbow, yes.
Oh, yes. The warlock, pardon me, had a crossbow, a Noctis Honoraba hand crossbow specifically. So you'll see the thick leather of this poisonous frog creature is what compromises magical bow.
I'm going to kneel down, pick it up, and consume it with my gauntlet.
All right. You have gained a +2 hand crossbow.
God.
As you consume it with your gauntlet, as you normally do, you see the typical rippling of this eldritch energy as it absorbs in. Instead, as you do it, you'll just see this like ooze like rupture come out of the gauntlet as the hand crossbow itself snaps by the might of this ooze that like collapses and engulfs it in. And as it swallows it in, you kind of feel just like this sharp pain within your hand that then settles as you absorb in the gauntlet, or as you absorb in the hand crossbow. It is unsettling, but not to you. 'Cause it's
Strange.
really cool.
And if for the first time since he absorbed the ooze, Valith is going to turn and see the party, taking all of them in. Almost surprised to see them.
rest of the party observing this at all?
I can see him from where I am, so I guess if I have him all tied up,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit on him.
I use my eyes.
And I guess I could see. I'm looking over.
Anything else you do, Valith?
No, not yet.
Says not yet. Everyone else, what are you currently doing? Silence has fallen over the ruins. Evidence of the Hunters Guild no longer here, as you have several knocked out unconscious people. I believe. This might be from. I'm looking at natural healing. So everyone will wake up, I believe, in an hour when they regain a hit point. Just have one. They are
Is short rest
unconscious.
30 minutes?
Is it? Well, they're not doing a short rest. They're unconscious.
Oh, I meant for us.
Short rest. Isn't short rest an hour?
Oh, okay.
Hiyo, we should come and get this done before, the people start waking up and want to stab us some more.
I mean, do you really think they're gonna wanna stab us after we, like,
I mean, they
didn't kill
might.
them? I mean, we can tell them that.
That one's dead. Points at the dead warlock.
It's too late for her, right? I wanted to give her, like, a potion, but then she just died.
Also, they had the friend that ran away, and I want to go before they come back with backup.
Do you really? Okay, but is she gonna come back with backup, though?
She might.
I mean, we should.
Why don't we just tie the others up while we have time?
That's probably a good idea. Nexie's gonna start dragging this one towards the center.
As you're like dragging her, and her head like is hitting the pebbles as you're dragging her body all along.
Yeah, she's fine. Whatever.
Oh my god, her teeth are all chipped.
Good, she deserves it.
Listen, man, I cut up her bow. At least I didn't, cut her hair or something in her sleeve. Oh my god.
I'm looking at Summer. Summer, if anyone came to you and you just broke your magic item while you slept, you'd be pissed.
Yes. But also, this is the lawful evil coming out. Cicely hasn't been lawful evil all campaign. This is the lawful evil. She's vindictive.
Oh, Cicely's lawful evil. I like that.
Oh, she's been lawful evil the whole time. She just
Right.
hasn't had anything that's gone against her morals.
We just haven't seen anything like that, and you're just so Cicely's mindset is if you're not worthy in combat, then you're not worthy of the tools.
She's really angry when she sees people with, especially bows.
Yes.
When she sees people wield weapons that they are not deserving of.
Wield them.
And she saw that girl, and I'm like, oh, you ain't deserving of this. You aren't doing shit, lady.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck your bow.
Hey, I get that. That's pretty lawful evil. I'm all right with that. Nodders. All right, you drag her over here. What are you doing with the unconscious bodies of the Hunters Guild?
I'll tie this one.
Okay. Anything
I'll tie
fancy?
The other one.
So, you guys can do just a standard tie of rope, which will be an escape check of a DC 15 is the way that I'm doing that. Or you may attempt to do something fancy, which would be a hidden sleight of hand check that I will do that changes the DC of the bow. Would you like to do standard ties, or would you like to do something fancy?
What I want to make sure, at least with this mage guy, is bound his hands and mouth, and then I guess tie the rope around him in a standard way.
Okay, standard tie. Boom, 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 boom. And Nexie, you're doing the same?
Yeah, I did this one.
All right, continue to tie. And now with the threats tied up, even if an hour will pass and they heal, they will be bound.
Mossy was also gagged, by the way.
Okay.
Just as a flare.
It's just a nice little flare. I understand. I will wander out from outside the ruins. Your adversaries now tied up. It is still within the hour. What do you all do now?
Short rest.
Guess
You're free to take a short rest. At the end of the short rest, however, all of your captors will slowly wake up from unconsciousness.
Nice. They can watch us open the stone.
You know.
Why do we have to rest here? Why can't we just grab the stone and then go rest somewhere not here?
Yeah, I think that's a better idea.
Can we just take the stone? I mean, it's like pretty big, isn't it?
Dirk will just kick the top of it open.
Do the top. What do you mean, top of it open? What are you talking about?
Isn't this thing like a? I thought it was kind of like a. I know it's where the rune is, but I thought it was like a gravestone, or like a tombstone kind of thing.
It's a large, heavy stone. It's not necessarily something that you take. And the stone itself would require quite a bit of physical strength from multiple people, maybe the strength of a giant, to actually lift it up and move. But you're uncertain of what would actually, how that would actually disrupt the magics in the area if the rune stone is moved.
Well, Dirk will kick it anyway. See that nothing happens.
It is a heavy stone to your foot. Yep. Hi, I saw you wandering around. Was there anything else that was
Well, I
there
was just
something
going
you
to
were
check
looking
on
for?
my dragon.
Your dragon is currently slumbering on top of the roof.
Good,
Still
good.
behind the illusion.
Yes, it's still under the bush that is on the. It's like an ivy thing. It looks like it's the building's just overgrown.
Yeah, and like naturally placed. Yeah.
Like,
It
did want
continues-
human flesh? Are any of these humans?
It continues to slumber, unamused. Oh, that was a. I was just kidding around with that. It doesn't.
Heck.
I mean, you could feed it humans to it. It probably will consume it. It is a dragon, after all. Anything that's a source of meat and protein.
Don't give them a taste. Do not.
Hi-Oh, you wander back up.
Hyo looks guilty. She's just like pushing her book to her chest and holding it really like her grimoire to her chest, avoiding eye contact with her.
Will everyone be doing a short?
Should we try to activate it now? Or do you want to wait?
I mean, like, I don't know. That was like, I mean, Eric's not looking so
I'm
good.
very
like,
achy. I
Yeah,
want to
he's-
sit down for just a little while.
it's like if we're gonna be fighting, like, I mean, if it's really like a big monster inside here, then like, I mean, it could not be a monster, but if it is, then I mean, like, that's dangerous.
I don't think we should hang around this area where the Hunters Guild knows that there's people here representing them. If they don't report back or anything like that, they're just gonna send more, and then we could be facing even more.
I mean, are they gonna come here within an hour? How close are we to like the nearest civilization?
You guys have been traveling for quite a bit. One moment, please.
It's like I really don't think like we're gonna run into anybody in just an hour.
We don't even know if there's any more people in this room. We thought
It's
it was
too-
just him.
It's 2 days to the City of Trials, which is the center of the Hunters Guild, and also where the Palace of the Gormon King is located.
Well, we could do a quick look around and then rest. I'm gonna do a lap.
Who will give me an investigation check?
What do you want to do with the ones who are unconscious?
You turn back confident, not really, that there is no one else within the area.
I'm too tired for this.
Well, if we stay here, then they're just gonna wake up and start screaming at us. That's why I think it's best to just get the stone and then leave, and then we rest elsewhere.
Stone's not moving, all right?
Correct. You haven't moved any of the stones so far. All you simply do is use Hyo's arcane energies to unlock the ley line that is within the stone.
Oh, when
And
you
the-
mean get stone, Summer, did you just like open it up?
Yeah,
like
just
that
open it up and then
game?
we dip
Okay.
and then we rest. We do it and then we dip and then get away from here.
But what if it's something that we can't get away from, or we get sucked into it, or something else. I don't know. There could be
Yes.
so many things.
Paranoia. Excellent. This is the final
don't-
runestone.
I don't know. But they're going to wake up. And I'm not keen on killing them just for following their duties. It's not like they're murdering people or doing something that they're not supposed to. They're just doing what they believe is right, just like we are.
I mean, it sounded like they were just listening to like Amasi, and he's well, we got him now, so.
Yes, we definitely got him.
Here's
in a
what
way.
Here's what I propose. We gather them all up. Put them here, let's say. We rest for an hour. They wake up. We'll activate the stone. If it is some horrible beast, like they were saying, probably be in our best interest to untie them so they could run. I don't think we could carry them all.
The beast aforementioned was at the Spire, I thought.
Yes, that's where he said that it was. There's only been one instance, technically, where we have had something bad happen when we activate the stones. It was that large...
Void creature.
Yes. The first one didn't really do anything. At least, not on this scale. I'm not sure what will happen if we do this one. But... she kind of looks back, over here, over her shoulder. We
What?
do have things to attend to as well. I don't want to just kill these people.
They will hunt us down.
The people?
Absolutely. They're under orders of the Gormund King.
So you want to just kill them?
He'll shrug.
They are under orders for what they believe is right. What if we can show them? What if we can prove to them that the Gormund King is lying somehow? That he's not this all-sovereign, giving person that he claims to be? Perhaps then we could gain an ally instead of taking a life.
I mean, what if they weren't even like doing it because they thought they were right, but they're just like they're getting paid by that guy? She gestures at Amasi, and so like they weren't gonna betray him while he was still standing.
By gesture, you're like gesturing to the stone that Dirk smote.
Yeah.
Not to say I was there or anything, because I don't know, but from the conversation you had with him when we arrived, it sounded like you tried convincing him of something already and he kind of just blew you off and did what he wanted anyways.
Yeah, but now we got him, so maybe we can convince the other two. I mean, if they wake up and they want to kill us, then we can kill them. But I mean, these two, I mean, they might have just been doing their job.
He just seems like the type that's blindly loyal. I've seen it before.
Yeah, him. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the other two.
Honestly, I didn't really see much conviction in his lackeys. I doubt they'll just freely hunt us.
I mean, they're already tied up. Why don't we just put them in another room? They don't see what's happening. We try to be quiet. We rest. We do our business, and we just go.
Well, I mean, if we leave them here, they might die. I say it's worth talking to them when they wake up. Get some
You're right.
information.
Amasi gave us no information. Do you think they're gonna give us any?
Yeah,
You
now that the
are the man.
Mossies are dead rock, sure.
Mossy isn't dead.
I'm joking. She kicks at the rock right here.
What do you mean?
He's not dead.
Dirk will just turn back to the stone.
Dark, you can't delete people from existence like that. That's not how that works.
The hell I can't. Chandame could do it and I'm channeling his energies.
I don't know who Chandame is.
Oh, we're gonna have a talk later. I can show you my
man.
journal. It's gonna be great.
If we can give them proof, they could change their minds. At least give them the chance to. Wouldn't you want it to be done to you as well?
I think
If
one
you
of
were-
them had proof.
Proof that the Gorman King's a monster?
With his sword, Valeth will point to the corpse behind him. What she had inside her knew what he is, where he's from. I now have that power.
What do you mean? What is he?
It's... The visions are cloudy, like an ocean of darkness.
Now that the battle has subsided, you may attempt to make another wisdom save to scry again, but be warned. What you are attempting to do is clear these forceful images, this creature that is now your patron. And by failing too much from this wisdom save, you're essentially allowing the creature to take over your mind.
In the ocean of darkness,
Every time I peer into it, it peers back,
Oh, you
takes
need,
hold.
you need a bless or something?
Beg your pardon.
You know, mental fortification, little bit of aid.
That would be appreciated.
Alright, I come up to Valeth and I slap his ass. Not with guidance this time, but with bless.
Hayo phantomly jumps, saying it like
blessing
PTSD
ha-
jump.
A blessing has been placed upon you. You may make a wisdom saving throw now and add a 1d4. $15 is good. Roll a d4. 18 is better. Valeth, as you peer into this creature that is now inhabiting you, it does the same thing. It peers back, but you're able to essentially break through and see through the illusion, through the jumble of images that you would know. I shall take you. What
To the Shadow Realm.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't.
Will this be a long enough excursion into Velas' mind for me to
Go pee. Go pee.
Oh, would you like to use the restroom? Go ahead.
Yes,
and
please. Okay, I'll be back.
Right,
Okay.
send me
Gonna
too,
take him
please.
for a
Can I
ride.
also get a hallway pass, please?
restroom break. Then I guess we'll see what happens.
I don't need no stinking hall pass. I'm peeing in the trash can.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Thanks for hell yelling. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Again. Allows me to set up some shit.
Poggers.
PogChamp.
Melt some brains. My favorite.
I don't like that.
Not my brain.
It's too late. You already peered in. Sneak peek. Your brain's about to be melted.
When you look into the void and the void looks back. And sometimes the void hands you a chocolate bar.
What kind?
Crunch bar?
I was also thinking Crunch Bar.
I
You
read
know-
your mind.
I can get behind a crunch bar.
Hell yeah.
Chocolatey.
And
What's
see,
your
other times you
favorite
look into
chocolate
the void and it gives you meth instead.
Hmm.
Favorite chocolate bar? Honestly, the cookies and cream Hershey bars.
Yep.
Yeah, good
The
shit.
white chocolate ones?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, this is gonna be. I don't need to pee. I'm not weak.
Imagine having a muscular bladder.
Flex
Watch
that.
how hard I can pee.
Yikes.
Check this out, brother.
Brother, check this out.
You don't know the real bond of friendship till you pee with your brothers. Why do you think girls go to the bathroom in groups?
To talk about boys or girls.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
I'm concerned.
I'm scared that you're excited.
I'm 23 HP.
I'm very, very excited.
I gently
exciting time
caress
to be
Eric's
alive.
butt with another cure wounds.
The cure wounds my brain.
Little lad has berries and cream.
Ooh, berries and cream, berries and cream.
Cream. I'm a little lad who has berries and cream.
Adding a thing. I'm excited because I didn't think we were going to be getting into this lore today. So be it.
I could tell you were like getting into it. I know DMs love it when you like offer them like some kind of fucked up weird power like Eldritch Beast, and then the player takes it and you're like, yes.
Well, I have to now develop a new pact path that essentially is a better version of the current pact. So far, what I've figured out. Oh, let me close all this shit. So far, what I figured out with Hexblade, more than likely, with the Hexblade, you can add your charisma modifier, correct?
Yep.
Is that to damage or to? Oh, that's damage and attack rolls. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is for attack rolls, it's your charisma modifier, but for damage, it's double your charisma modifier as the shadowy energies continue to. Nodder.
Become a shadow.
Become a. Oh, that'd be fucked, and also pretty fucking cool. The Hexblade's curse turns into a shadow curse, so instead of once every short rest, it's kind of like a hunter's mark, where you choose a creature and then the shadow essentially binds on to the creature that you're fighting, and that creature has the Hexblade's curse. And once that creature is defeated, the shadow's reclaimed, essentially reclaiming your Hexblade's curse, so that you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for the rest. As long as the creature is defeated, you just reclaim the curse back, and then you can throw it on someone. Pretty cool.
What if it's not defeated?
Then the shadow lingers on there, unless you recall it back, which will probably be a bonus action or an action. Honestly, I'd probably make it. Oh no, I'll make it a bonus action. Yes, I would absolutely make it a bonus action. Holy shit, that's how I do it. Sorry, you're watching my DM brain calculating shit and how I want to do it. Yeah, so essentially it's a Hexblade's curse. This would be a bonus action. And then you can spend a bonus action to reclaim the curse back, essentially healing short rest. Healing that, and then you can use a bonus action again to throw another curse. But if the creature's defeated, you don't have to spend a bonus action. It's just reclaimed back into you.
I'm on board.
Oh. Momo, have you been back for 7 minutes? No, have you been back for 3 minutes, Momo?
Yeah.
No.
It's been back for 6 minutes.
No. No, actually, no.
The
No.
same 6.
8:25.
No,
You have to go.
I did. I've been
Right.
back for like 4 minutes.
Just saying, when you say 6 minutes, it makes me feel bad. Like I should have been paying
Why?
more attention.
Aren't we on like a mini break? I don't hear anything happening with the Vela.
We were
Well,
waiting for you to come back.
Oh, my bad. I apologize.
Hey, that's okay.
Don't tell me it's okay when it's not.
All right, Momo, it's not okay.
It's not okay.
He's so angry.
I apologize.
I screech like a pterodactyl. But I'm not gonna do it because that hurts. That's gonna hurt me.
Yeah, that's right. Don't you dare.
And my voice is the money maker.
Squaw! There you go. See?
What is happening?
Listen, man, I got much stuff on my Go XLR. The closest thing that I got for you that's not a bell is this.
Thank you.
There's your scraw.
Thank you. Isn't that your subalert?
Yes, it's me.
Very
No,
impressive.
it's me.
It's actually Momo, yes.
Yeah.
It's actually her. I lied.
All right. So you're peeking into insanity? Yes, Valeth?
I'm so excited. I have wings of
That's a
insanity.
different
Now you can
name.
have brain of insanity.
I'm taking a quick peek. It's fine.
Yeah, just
Little
That's a little look-see.
little peeky.
A little looky.
I just want to take a look. Here's the best part about this. Nobody else is gonna freaking see this. Watching this. Only Valeth. Oh.
I want to see.
I'm watching the streams. I've got meta knowledge.
Oh, meta knowledge.
Oh, truly.
But the atmosphere.
Atmospheric.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right.
Marvelous.
Peek in to your patron's vision. A moment of the past, maybe something that it currently sees.
Holy shit, that scared the fuck.
Yes. Valeth, you are currently upon a pedestal. As the land around you appears to be dead and dry. A deep chill falls over you as you are surrounded by not life nor death, but nothing. This is what you see. However, Aleth, if you would like to continue to take a look around, you are able to. The longer you stay within this image, or within this, within this sort of like shadowy scrying, I will continue to ask you more wisdom saving throws.
This bitch still got bless.
You still have the effect of bless. That is correct. Valid. So
I'll give.
Yeah. This is what you see currently. What would you like to do?
Do a quick glance around, see if I can spot anything of note before carrying myself back.
See nothing of note, but I will allow you to move direction When I ask you to make the wisdom saving throw, that is when you have the option to either keep pushing forward or tear away.
Gotcha.
Still, quote unquote, safe. You can move your token. You're looking through the eyes as if you were in this strange veil.
Oh, I don't like that.
You look as a shadowy creature stares upon you. It doesn't seem to look at you as a threat. It just stares. The voice echoes within your mind.
My previous host had no such interest in me the way that you do. Very fascinating. Perhaps you'll be able to see her?
Her?
Look around. See if you can find her.
At this point, I will ask you to make a wisdom save. I'd like to continue to scry. You can tell the creature is trying to tempt you with this dark knowledge. I am curious if you will entertain it.
I mean, he fucking called me out, so.
What would you like to do? You can go ahead and reclaim yourself at any moment. Or you can make the wisdom saving throw. See what this world has to offer.
Do I still have all of my belongings? Like, am I still me with all of my everything?
What are you attempting to do, I suppose is the question. Like, what are you trying to figure out?
I'm just trying to figure out if I still have my sword in my hand.
Yeah, I mean, it feels as if you have your sword in your hand, but this is also like a mental scrying a little bit. So anything that you would have in your physical form will also have in your mental capability.
Now is not the time, but perhaps soon. I say as I make a cut to cut my ties to this place at the time, or for the moment.
Very well.
I suppose.
The creature seems disappointed by your action, but you have taken the safer route. Then return back to the ruins. Your eyes will open wide again. See your compatriots. No time has passed. What do you do?
And we're like mid-sentence, like, Ardu.
Yep.
When he comes back, we're like, now this is what. Just the same word.
Yep. Exactly.
Nothing.
He just says nothing.
Come again?
That is where he's from. The place of nothing.
Okay. That's incredibly cryptic.
No life. No death.
Are you implying that it's like a demon or something?
Perhaps.
Wait, like the
Great.
thing is? Or whatever we're looking at here.
The Gormund King. He is not
Oh.
of this plane.
So you think they knew that?
How's a paladin not gonna know that? Of course he knew that.
Oh,
That one.
come on.
Valthol will again point to the corpse. Had this power inside of her, but apparently did not take interest in it.
So maybe she didn't know.
Now we never will.
So, I mean, if the Gormund King isn't like normal. Maybe he's lying to these people about what's hiding behind these ruins, or what's sealed by them.
Dirk
Maybe
will
it's
walk up
him
to
that's in
Nexi
there.
and just slow clap in front of Nexi, as sarcastic as possible.
Maybe it's him that's in the spire. Perhaps he too possesses some kind of ooze-like form. She looks at Valeth like, don't know.
That would be an interesting twist.
That he's keeping himself sealed?
Maybe it's just like his
Protection of
house
some
or something. I guess it doesn't make any sense. If it hasn't been opened in a long time, you can't really, well, you don't necessarily know that they have physical direct contact with him. What if it's like a window and they just like go through like drive-through orders?
Or a puppet.
Do we know how long there has been a Gormand King? Maybe not this one necessarily specifically, but just like that seat of power.
I would say the Hunters Guild has been around for a decade now.
Okay.
What about the Spire?
That, well, a history check. Because this continent is essentially a land of ancient ruins, to safely assume that the spire that you all have been going to has been documented as part of those ruins. There doesn't seem to be much interest in it, but from your general knowledge of history, can't really pertain information of how long it's been here. But you can safely assume a lot longer than the Hunters Guild.
The Shadow insists that I stay away from the Gormand King.
Ugh. Cicely has a fucking recall, you saying that. Ugh.
Why?
It doesn't want to go back.
Go back?
To its plane, I presume. That to me implies that the Spire, whatever lies within, can send the Gormand King back.
So maybe it is like Dirk said, a window, and they're just plucking these things out.
Maybe the Gormand King doesn't want to go back either.
Perhaps
I'd
we should
imagine not.
activate it and get our answers.
No. We need to sit here and think about this for several hours.
At least an hour. I'll take a short rest then.
My god, he just Family Guy one frame fell to the ground. Alright.
Dirk will futilely attempt to keep opening this thing.
Do your own Arcana checks.
No, just with pure strength. He's just trying to physically move it.
You're just seeing him like immediately almost about to get a hernia trying to lift
I'm
up
gonna do this for no reason.
stone.
Look at the man meat. Look at this guy.
God, you fucking idiot.
You're gonna like rip off one of the corners.
Well, are you gonna help?
He's like a horse, like kicking dirt onto you as he's like trying to like get like a footing, just like.
Making little mud trails behind you.
You do realize that we're not actually opening it. I'm going to kill someone.
I needed a short rest as well.
Got two people taking a short rest currently.
The next is over here on the ground too.
I can't.
Short
Wait,
rest.
can we move? all the people are hostages
I
here
can't
first?
see anybody. I have no vision.
Behind the pillar. Very
I mean,
small.
I don't. Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Welcome. So what are you all doing? Are you taking a short rest? Are you? I know there was a mention of moving people.
I'd like to drag Amasi to the pile.
Well,
Where? Where would you drag Amasi?
no.
Here.
Do you know he's
Oh, wait.
alive?
No, I don't know he's alive. You're right. He disappeared.
Wait, but you told us that he's
I
alive.
said he's not dead. I didn't say where he was.
Hunters.
How do you heal for a short rest? It's up to your hit die, which will be 12 for us, or are we going off
Yep.
of the 8?
Both hit. You will use both hit die.
So it would be 12d6.
It would be. You did a short rest. 8d10, and for your barbarian, it would be 40.
Oh, because it's based off of the d12. Okay. And then you add the Constitution modifier to each individual roll.
Yes.
Yes.
So it would be like if our Constitution bonus was 2, it would be.
Yep, 2 per hit die, which means you're going to be healing. If you're using all your hit die, there's at least 24 hit points that you're healing with your Constitution.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Can I min max and do my second win before we rest?
You are free to do that. Yes.
Could I min-max and do this?
Pretty.
Eric, how many hit die are you spending?
Probably all of them here in a second. 6.
6.
I didn't get hit.
That should be a 14.
14.
Nice.
Lexi.
Oh, we don't take hits. Oh.
Nexie's back to full. 39 healed.
We don't take damage.
132. How many hit die was that? 8 plus 16.
Wait, ignore that 8 for me.
You got it. 148 for Dirk. Spending 8 of your hit die. Very nice. Short rest. All right. And Valeth, how much are you healing?
Let's see.
Ooh. Is that a 66? I believe that is maximum health.
Oh, I didn't have my Constitution modifier.
I added it for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. That's why you were at 148 currently.
I short rest, but only to get my action surge back.
Yes, of course. Mid-maxing, son of a bitch.
44.
How dare you say that about my mother?
You're at 93 hit points.
Sound like you're from.
What? I also rolled.
Oh, I see that. My
Yeah.
mistake. My apologies. I am blind. You're at 124. Is that correct? That looks correct, right?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So you guys are all short resting at this point. Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
All right. As you conclude your
God.
short rest, you will begin to see everyone slowly waking back from conscious. Everyone is currently at 1 hit point, realizing at that point they've been tied. Amasi wakes up as if he was in a bad dream, only to see Hayo staring.
She's covering her mouth, her finger.
Yeah. Gagged and tied.
Be quiet. I am the only reason you are alive. Do I make myself clear?
He remains silent, but he is staring daggers towards you.
Yes, I know. You're so angry. Well, at least you have the ability to be angry.
Will blink at you, remaining silent and without emotion. In a completely docile state, he realizes there's nothing.
I would like you to remain alive. I am not in the business of killing people who don't deserve it. Don't deserve it.
Brow will furrow. All right. Okay. Not getting out of that. Meanwhile, as you're walking back up, you will see the other two, realizing they're tied up. They're rolling around trying to get out, uncertain of what has happened at this point. She will look over to her dead compatriot over to the left. And then begins to bark violently. Are any of these two bound mouth-wise? Like
this guy was made sure, yeah.
Yeah, but she doesn't?
That'd be up to next.
Actually.
Yes, sorry.
No, it's all right. Is she, did you cover her mouth or is she just tied up?
Oh no, I just tied her up and then I went to take a nap in the corner.
All right, Jen will go ahead and look off as she awakens tied up, shaking a little bit, realizing she's surrounded by the people she's fighting, and then will stare at the corpse of her compatriot, and she will yell at that point as she's just screaming. Because her body is completely mutilated from the extraction of her pact, or the creature that she had a pact with.
I thought she died. She failed 2 saving throws.
Oh no, she's dead. She is dead. The archer is still alive. The archer, everyone, yeah, but the warlock got fucking murdered, like, because of the extraction process. So you literally see this archer right now staring at the corpse of her of the mutilated body of her compatriot as she's screaming, "What have you done to her?" And looks over at the rest of you.
Oh, don't worry, we didn't do that. She technically did that to herself.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah, like there was the thing that she already had inside her and like it came out and then like she died. I was gonna like heal her and give her a potion, but she just, yeah.
She begins to shake violently, trying to break out of the bindings at this point.
Hayo, we're mentally scarring a woman. Can you come do the thing, please?
You'll see her begin to shake around a little bit as she looks around at you, at your casual disposition. And she'll just simply state, "What is this? Is this just common for the lot of you? Games and murder, is that all that is?" And she's trying to kick off her rope.
Yeah.
No. We aren't just murderers.
He looks at each of you and then gives a dark glare over to Hayo.
You attacked us.
We had our orders. And true, I understand if we were to fall here, then we fall. But that doesn't mean you had to mutilate her.
We didn't do that.
But how come I don't see an ounce of remorse in your eyes?
That just supports her, what she said even more, what? We have no remorse because we didn't do that.
Hayo's face is exponentially perturbed. Like, she has remorse. It's, like, prevalent. She's not trying to hide it.
Well, that's the thing, is she believes that you all did do that, and then the fact that no one's like doing anything about it, she at this point is just, right now she's not in her mindset because she is absolutely shaken up at what she is seeing at this point. As she looks around at a lot of you, she'll try and compose herself. She shakes a little bit, She'll simply ask the question. What is of my fate? You are to execute me. Do it quickly.
I mean, we told you before that we didn't want to fight you, and like, you know, we just wanted to. She points at the rock. You know. She shrugs.
Looks like you get to watch us activate this thing, and then we'll see what happens from there. I don't think we're planning on executing anyone.
Well, she'll look over specifically at Dirk and say, we weren't the one who started the first blow. We simply
You're
wanted
right.
to talk.
It wasn't you. It was your leader that struck the first blow. You heard what he did. I saw the doubt in your eyes.
She will spit at you.
But do you not believe me? He admitted it.
She looks over at you and says, well, then what makes you this executioner for him? Again, we were just simply talking, and then you just struck him down?
That's
We're
exactly
under
what
orders.
he did to a friend of mine. An eye for an eye, yeah?
And she
I will roll her eyes.
she continues to shake around at this point.
Valeth at this point will kneel, so he's more or less level with her. Was she important to you?
And she looks past Valeth to see the corpse, the warlock. He was a hunter, fellow compatriot and ally.
You knew her.
We were part of the same hunting party, yes.
What do you know of the power that she wielded?
I don't go around questioning the source of someone's magics. Same as if questioning a wizard. How they write the spells in their book. No one asked me how I am able to cast out arcane arrows. I don't know of her. Or what her origin is. Why are you asking me this?
Because it was that very power that did that to her. When it erupted from her body.
Give me a persuasion check at an advantage.
Can I switch that to intimidation? Because I'm not quite done.
Oh, continue then.
The Gormund King shares that power. It is tied directly to him. Valve will slowly stand. I now wield that power. Would you like to see how it works?
She will go ahead and do that intimidation check now. You will push yourself deeper into the ground as if almost to burrow, looking up at you. At that point, you will see the ropes loosen from her grip as she's been secretly trying to get out the entire time, and she did. Dagger in hand, ready to thrust. But the moment the ropes drop and you see her hand go free, Valeth's intimidating stance over her causes her to freeze. She'll just simply mutter, What are you trying to do?
You were her ally. You can be ours. Listen and understand. Val will take a step back and yield to whoever wishes to speak.
As you take a step back, you will see the grip across her that she's holding on her dagger release as it falls to the ground. Is physically shaking. He spotted Valith walking into the ruins, but recognizes that whoever this is now has changed. Frightens her. She yields. She remains on the ground prone. Very well. I'm listening. Anyone wish to speak?
So what do you know about the Gormon King that wasn't told from you by your leader?
He looks down as a moment of silence falls over the area. Lets out an embarrassed sigh, begrudgingly muttering under her breath as she looks over to Dirk. Not much.
And yet you believe the conviction of this Amasi. You believed him to be telling the truth.
Amasi's a good man. Never steered us wrong, and has never done wrong.
You don't consider murdering unarmed prisoners wrong.
She looks over at you and says, I didn't bear witness to his crimes. I had fought for the man for years now. We have faced creatures, spilt blood together. If I had witnessed such an atrocity, such a crime, do you think I would be standing here before you?
I mean, he literally said that he did it and also that he didn't regret it, and you continue to fight, so are you stupid?
She, at that point, will bite her lip. And she will mutter. At that point, she will simply say, Edith, I was trying to gather my information. I was trying to make a choice. And when you struck him down, I still... he was my friend. He is my friend.
Look, I get it. You were just following orders. You were not following a good man. He self-admitted this. You heard it, and I saw the doubt in your eyes. We're not your enemy. We're just trying to find out what the hell the Gormon King actually is, and he was obscuring it.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check to her.
I'm bad at talking.
Yeah. And she seems still very standoffish with you. Your words are not swaying her or calming her down, but she is quietly observing and listening.
Someone talk some sense into this wench.
Dirk comes across as, because Dirk, is naturally not what one would call a charismatic diplomat, but is instead a fighter. So the way Dirk talks is the way that I absolutely imagine Dirk to talk, but it doesn't make a lot of friends.
Dirk, you are insufferable.
Correct. Thank you.
She'll look down to the ground.
It's really unfortunate, because there are admirable qualities inside you, but you would rather muddy them with your brush and brundish stockings.
Look, I get results. At the end of the day, if we accomplish what we're trying to do, that's all that matters.
Oh yes, of course. And the trail of carnage along your way means nothing to you. I've got it.
Great.
He'll just tap Ty on the shoulder.
Don't touch me.
Cleric, meanwhile, remains on the ground, hands still tied, his mouth bound. He is still conscious and awake, but seems to be praying, meditating, finding some sort of peace within this disturbing situation that he found himself.
Does he have a holy symbol or some kind of symbol to like the astral on him?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is it to the astral or is it to anything in specific?
It's the astral. It visibly, it looks like a spiraling cosmos.
Boo. Cicely like She like makes a clicking sound with her mouth. She's like, boring. Boring.
What? Boring. She'll look down, sort of silenced by Dirk's confrontational nature. She doesn't know what to believe anymore. It's on the ground.
Haya will speak to her without looking at her as she's like looking through her different notes, aligning the different, things in her head of like the arcane scriptures and whatnot written on the top of the rune stone.
We've been working at this for some time, and we've come across some of the most haunting things that I've ever experienced. But I'm confident.
She'll look over at Valith and then back down at the book.
I'm confident now that we're on the right path. I want to beseech you to join in that. It's better than being murdered for something that you don't believe in.
She'll look up at you, tears in her eyes as she stares your direction. What gives you that confidence?
Haya's left hand will drop from her grimoire of notes and gently press against the wiggler head that's in the back of her pocket.
I've seen good people and bad.
She'll raise her eyebrows as she speaks.
Throughout working towards this goal. And I think I've got a pretty good idea on how to judge character. And if what my compatriot says is true, then this Gormand King is only here to do selfish things. And he's using all of us to do it. Do you want to remain a pawn? Or help change it so that we can all benefit?
Stares at the ground for him. Go ahead and give a persuasion check at an advantage, please. Flex upon your words. Okay. He takes a sharp inhale. Looks up at you. Rest of the party. Stingful, sort of stinging gaze passing by Dirk, trying her best not to make eye contact to upset him further. Before she looked down. Say, This guild, people, before the Hunters Guild, there was so much wrong that I did. I stole life. Had no meaning. Just living day by day. And then the guild formed. I aspired to be a hunter. When I got my license for the first time, at that moment I believed I had actual, meaningful purpose. I had met with the bravest warriors I knew. And now, look back to the bloodied body of the warlock. To look over at the eyes of the cleric, quietly praying and meditating. But even he has a sorrowful gaze, looking down. To look at Hayo. Now I don't know. Once again, I feel I am without meaning. Fears aside, I agree with you. We need to know. This Gorman King doing something nefarious, causing harm to this. And we were just tokens of his deeds. I refuse to be someone's pawn.
I'm glad you see it that way.
If you're confident, then do what you need to do.
Unfortunately, in our lives, there cannot exist light without darkness, and darkness without light, whichever you choose to be more part of. In no way are what we're doing damning the experiences you've had. I've had some wonderful experiences as well, fighting different creatures, getting to know people, and escaping the confining of my shires. But there's always something dark behind light. I would rather us work together to make this guild be really about the good things it was built on, rather than the possibilities of lies and deceit and using its patrons and its people. That's why we're doing what we're doing. Because for those who refuse to open their eyes, we will open them for them. And Haya will activate the stone.
After Hayo's deep words, her hand presses against the room. So many times as she's done in the past. How masterful this. Scanning across her grimoire of notes. Arcana check is required as you infuse the energies within the stone itself. With those final words, stone is infused with power. As you will see it light up, the cleric will sort of like shuffle away real quick as the stone illuminates again. Jen will lift her head up, staring at the stone, and looks back down. He will say, "Will not stop you from this journey of the truth, but I cannot be a part of it. Don't have the drive that you do. Would like to return home, please.
He doesn't have the weapons either.
If you will allow me." He will look back up.
Next, he points to this guy. Do you know where he comes from?
I'm sure that we are from a neighboring village. He will look over and say, "Will cause you no harm."
Next, he prods him with a foot. Hey, you're not gonna try to, kill us if we let you go, right?
He sort of looks past you. But you can tell it is a defeated look. His mouth covered, unable to say the words.
Just like another head shake will do. She keeps prodding him with her foot, insistently, prod, prod, prod.
He gives you a defeated nod.
Okay, good enough for me.
Release some of the findings.
Next, she's just gonna raise her hands and step back.
One day we're going to make this guild something you can return to and be proud to know what has happened and be proud to be a part of it again.
You will see Jen help the cleric up, brushing him off as limps up from a very heavy battle. She lets out a very heavy sigh before saying, maybe one day there could be something to believe in again. But for now, I just want to go.
Do they have like packs on them, like typical, adventurers packs?
Yeah.
All right.
Insight check.
Okay. Feel free.
Let's go, creepy spooky Val. Let's
Oh.
go. Isn't he blessed?
Well, that's
for saving throws.
That is for saving throws. That is correct.
Flap his ass again.
She is not near him, which means the insight check would immediately go off. Typically, you can't use guidance for brief instant moments of like insights or that. Valeth, you are. A lot's going on right now, so you're uncertain.
She wants to take a nap.
If the word she says is true. But she does look around and begins to step away with the hopes that you will let her and her compatriot go.
Do you need any food to get back? Like, we got extra rations.
We should look over at her pack. We should have enough to get back to the nearest village.
All right.
There's a lot you're doing. Don't seem to be doing it too haphazardly. Hope you find the meaning in your work. That you shall get the answers that you seek.
For what it's worth, we're sorry about your friend.
Yeah, I wanted to help her, but I don't know, that stuff was scary. I didn't want to touch it.
He sighs and says, if what you say is true, then the fault does not rest upon you. And just the thought and the words of the fact that the guild that she could have been a part of has done so much darkness, dark deeds, saddens her. But she swallows in that sorrow and steps forward with the cleric. They will walk away slowly from the ruins. Is there anything that the rest of you do?
Drool in anticipation for the knowledge.
Next, he pulls out some snacks, eats a ration.
Hayo anxiously itches at her and scratches at her left forearm as she remembers Amasi's still sitting over there.
Hayo, is there any sort of knowledge you wish to seek with the stone now that it's been activated? You feel it humming with energy, but this area doesn't seem to transform or shift, much like what happened with the first stone.
She will step back up to it and place her hands on it and try to see. This last one opens the spire, right?
Once all 4 rune stones are activated, the back way should be open for the spire. At least that is what you've been informed. What your own theories state. You can scry along the ley line with an Arcana check if you'd like. See if that is true.
Yes, I would like to check the ley line connections, and now that they're all connected, I would like to see what I can see.
Ayo, you need a butt touch?
Hayo immediately blushes.
Is that a yes?
Her ears are kind of twitching up and down.
She'll walk over, and instead of touching Hayo's butt, she will gently caress the side of her cheek, her face cheek, and then just like wink and then walk away.
Hayo closes her eyes very tightly and shakes her head.
Hayo, give me an Arcana check at a 1d4. Yes. And roll a 1d4 for your guidance. Yes. You scry along the ley line to an empty field of ruined cities, much like the rest of this continent. There in its center, a rather large spire that you feel may even be able to peek past the heavens. As you look off to the south by southeast, you can kind of see what appeared to be a large tree may in fact be the spire, very much off in the distance, a day's travel from here. You feel the ley line's energy surging forth to the spire as one final rune is placed upon its entrance. But with the connecting force, the ley line energies and those that are familiar, you believe that with your arcane energies, once you arrive at the spire, you can open the door. But now, for the first time, you feel a dark energy surging from behind this door. Cold feeling of nothingness piercing into your heart. Something is within the spire. Something uncertain, unfamiliar. But with your Arcana check, I will let you theorize. But it feels a lot like what Valeth has described to you.
I will lean back from the rock, gasping inward. It's true. It's true. Oh. She'll look up at Valeth.
It's exactly as you explained. Whatever's inside there feels exactly like that.
Her shoulders will shake as she just sinks into her chest for a moment.
Then there's no time to waste.
It's to the southeast. In that direction.
The what?
It's the opposite of northwest.
I hate it.
If you were raging, you would love it.
What if we just go northwest until we get there?
That implies the world is round, you fool.
I was just making a joke.
We all know that the planet is flat. God, guys, come on. Io is flat.
We've seen drawings of it. We don't need to discuss this. Everyone knows this. We need to move.
Everyone knows Io is flat.
I'd like to give a point that means absolutely nothing because it has no bearing to Russ for that one. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
So you will travel to the southeast.
Are we gonna do anything with Amasi first?
That was going to be my next question. What is the fate of Amasi?
He just lives there now.
He'll make the check eventually.
I would like just a small moment to look over these notes for a moment. But I'll catch up with you.
Okay, no reason to doubt you or anything. I totally trust you and believe you 100%. Let's go.
Let's go get our dragon.
So, Valeth,
My
about this shadow.
Yes.
She starts walking away making that noise. Not good.
What do you know?
Not much.
Valeth, what are you doing?
Waiting.
As you continue to wait, everyone begins walking away from the ruins.
Oh, fuck, consequences.
I'm gonna body block this area. Just posing with my big ass dress just in case.
Why are you standing? What is your purpose for standing there?
Body blocking line of sight for
That's good because I was looking there.
Yeah.
All right. You have to sync up your movement. I'm moving right. Sync up.
Yeah.
Sync up the movement.
Wait.
Okay.
I got yeah.
All right. All right.
Do a fake out. Do a fake out.
This is like,
Into the wall.
it's like a checkerboard, and Hayo's also in the way now, like perfectly.
Yeah.
Does Cicely know that Amasi's over there?
Yes, she was over here when Hayo put her over here, and I winked at Hayo, and I was like, "Don't let Dirk see him."
Yeah. Valeth is off in the distance as well.
I give Hayo a thumbs up.
All right, we have a
Wiggles
dragon.
her ears again.
Your compatriots have left.
She will cast prestidigitation to clean him up, to prevent infections or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. But you are wrong about the Gorman King. And now that we have proof of it, I would hope that I could open your eyes to it.
She will cast minor illusion of the things that she saw and the feelings that she saw of the spire in her head, in front of him, for him to see.
This is what your spire, your Gormund King, are doing. Manipulating good people. He's not from this plane. At least, we believe he's not. He's using you.
Hayo, give me. Roll. Shit. Doing that. Mossy will stand up. The ropes leaving his wrists and legs as he pulls out the gag from his mouth. And he will step forward over to Hayo. Anger in his face. About to take aggression. As he clutches his fists. And he will growl. And what makes you so certain that the creature within the spire is simply not misleading you?
I'm not. But what I do know is with the Gorman King. Is either using it, hiding it for his own perverse and wretched needs. And he's using the good people who are part of your guild like pawns in his own self-preservation. And I'll tell you this. She raises her grimoire. I have spared you because I believe that you have the ability to be good. But if you get in our way, I won't be so nice again. I want to see this done. And if it means putting you down, I will.
Okay. This is where Amasi...
I will prepare Toll the Dead.
Prepare Toll the Dead. Because Amasi at this point will, with a sudden burst of speed, move his hand up and grab your neck. And as he begins to tighten around it, even though you can see that his fist is weak, he will simply say,
"You have your faith, and I have mine. But if you think I'm going to just simply let you walk away..."
What do you do, Hayo?
I wished that I was wrong. But you are a monster.
Ding dong, your religion is wrong. I will cast Toll the Dead.
All right.
For who the bell tolls.
As you cast Toll the Dead upon the necrotic blast, Mossy was in no way to fight. But his blind, in quotation mark, honor refused to listen to what you believed in. And as the necrotic energy surge over him, Mossy will fall unconscious, begin to take death saving throws. So, Hayo, you will see the grip release, the markings of this armored gauntlet still around your neck as his body falls limp as Amasi starts dying. Hayo, what do you do?
Even standing in the face of reason, you can't see past your own ignorance. I was like you once. And I left my ignorance behind in the Shire, just as I will leave yours here.
Do you finish the job, or do you let fate decide if he lives or dies?
Oh, it's finished.
Oh, she actually went in for
chain?
that. Ooh. So with the dagger itself, you slit Amasi's throat. Death saving throws be damned. As his body falls limp, a pool of blood spreads across the ruinous ground as Hayo walks away.
Valeth, seeing Hayo's form slink past, he's going to go, sword drawn, expecting him to still be alive. And when he sees that he's not, Valeth will then look to Hayo. She's walking away.
Hayo has tears in her eyes. And her hand is white knuckle tight on her grimoire. She will catch Valeth's eyes and they will widen for a moment before she turns her head away from the situation and continues to walk forward, wiping her face.
Valeth, what do you...
The grip on Valeth's weapon will loosen and his sword will vanish into the gauntlet. No follow.
As you all leave the ruins of what seems to be blind faith, the blood of 2 hunters, intentional or otherwise, now on your hands, and the faith of 2 other hunters completely shattered. You press on with your objective, the mission that you have charged yourself with this entire time. Your journey continues to the southeast, and in a day's time you shall arrive. Discover the secrets of the Spire of Euclid.
You had to roll credits.
Yeah, I did have to roll credits. And that is the end. Yeah, and that is the end of today's session.
Of the days of our lives.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ends today's session. Hot damn. So next session won't be next Thursday, but will be the following Thursday, since next Thursday is Thanksgiving. You guys will be arriving to the Spire of Euclid. Learn what is housed within. Great session today, guys. Really good RP all around, everybody. Good solid stuff. You guys
Hope they don't run into any monsters on their way back, because, you know, they don't have any weapons.
She has a dagger, it's fine.
She has the dagger.
Did you guys enjoy yourself today?
Yeah.
No, I hate every day I play with you, Brett. That's why I keep coming back.
Oh, why? I know you're joking. But
oh my god, it's not like your energy just left you.
It doesn't mean
he ages 10 years.
I could hear it fade away.
Go away. Yeah. Very good. Lots of things to go awry. Lots of questions be answered or unanswered. Very good stuff.
I'm in danger.
Yes, you are.
Summer's just screaming off at the background. You fool!
No, it's fucking sick.
All right. We got some couple pieces of fan art today before we wrap things up. Of course, we've got here this really quick. Fan. Look at Hayo over here from Tukutukus. Very good. And yeah, Tukutukus also did this lovely little drawing with the dragling.
Babies.
I'm in a frenzy.
I'm in a frenzy. I fucking love his frenzy voice so much.
Yeah, it's so good. That's all we have for fan art this time. But yeah, so we will be back on the December 2nd. We're approaching the end of the Spire of Euclid, where you're gonna be, it sounds like, finding out a lot of fucking secrets about everything that's happening here. So,
baby.
Yep, big lore all around, because you will actually be actually at the campaign's location, the Spire of Euclid, and the significance it has within this region and IO itself. Very excited for that. Would be.
Looking forward to it.
I'm scared that we've all been doing the wrong thing.
You're all the bad guy. Yay! All right, I'll talk to you guys next a couple weeks from now. Okay?
Yep. Have a good Thanksgiving, by the way.
Have a fantastic
Bye, everybody.
Thanksgiving, you
I
guys.
love you all.
Bye. What did you guys think? So short fan art? Sag? Well, I don't know what. Why didn't you post some fan art then if you thought there wasn't enough, huh? 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 Why don't you do something about it? Yeah, it was a very good session. Really enjoyed it. Hope you had fun, Brett. Oh, it was very good. It was very good. That was a very enjoyable, very good RP session. I'm very much excited. I was doing fan. No, I'm joking. There isn't a fan art requirement level, but you know, you don't have to go in and be like, there wasn't enough fan art, and do something about it. Enjoy. I'm gonna see Valeth, arguably the character with the least connection to the lore, suddenly thrown into the deep end. I don't think anyone has the least or most collection to the lore, quote unquote. I think everyone is connected in their own. But everyone did an amazing job. Lore-wise, story-wise, game-wise. It's absolutely been good. The strength of D&D. I have the most lore. That's true. I do have the most lore. It's me. Hi. It's me, the one with the most lore. Smiley face. But yeah, that was a fun time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to offer your support to the world of IO, first and foremost, head on over to our Discord channel, where you can join the community, ask questions, create fan art. If you saw a incorrect rule, well, I notice sometimes people will look at the stuff that I do and go, well, actually, the rules say that you can't do these things. But then at the same time, it's like, yeah, but you can't let the rules, quote unquote, really ruin RP moments. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want the rules to, like, you don't want the rules be an argument to what's a really cool moment in the story. And I feel like DMs sometimes forget that. You know what I mean? Where they'll be like, well, actually, technically, that's not what that does. It's like, fuck that. Who cares if that's not what that does? Let it happen, so that way the story can continue to flow. And the players can tell the stories that they want to do, and the characters can show the spotlight that they want to show. Very important. Very, very important. But if you actually saw some really fucking broken rules, head on over to our Discord. We got a rules lawyer section. We got a spoilers conversation. I'm sure there's several spoilers and theories that's probably being theory crafted right now on our spoilers channel. And yeah. Absolutely, it was good. Yeah, that was very good. That was an in-depth session. I didn't know what I was expecting, but I did love it. I enjoyed it. Absolutely delightful. If you guys like to financially support the World of IO, we have this Patreon over here. Patreon.com/World of IO. You can go ahead and get MP3s, maps, as well as game master notes of everything that's going on there. Starting in 2022, I'm going to be changing my mapping style because I'm going to be using different tile sets. But because of that, that means we are going to have to change up the map tier, the level 10 tier next year, because until we actually have our own dedicated art team that could custom make map assets for us. I won't be able to legally distribute the maps that are made in IO because they can be used for streaming and for YouTube, but they cannot be used to distribute behind quote unquote paywall, and that's what Patreon is. So instead, starting next year, I am hoping, fingers crossed, guys, I'm hoping to turn the level 10 tier into a music preview tier. The video game composer that I'm talking with has given permission to allow our Patreon members get sneak peeks and early access to music that is being developed for the World of IO, and has allowed me permission to post that to our Patreon members. So I'm thinking level 10 might actually be our music tier. So that's very awesome of them, and they're really cool that they did that. So that might be what the level 10 tier becomes until we have essentially our own map assets. And I'm currently looking for more artists and trying to form artist teams so that we can actually have completely custom maps for IO. Bard tier, exactly, Krat, exactly. But yeah, please consider supporting the Patreon. Yeah. What about downloading the MP3s for the music tier? I don't have the details yet. I do not have the details yet. I'm gonna have to work it with them as well, but we shall see. We shall see. Typically, when you work with a video game composer, unless you would like to buy it out as music for yourself, which is incredibly cost inefficient, and I highly recommend not doing that. Unless you're a AAA company that can actually charge the 5 to 10 times the rate of the music to be like, this is my song now, I'm buying the rights for it. Typically, what happens is a video game composer will write the song and then give you the rights to use the song in the project that you're doing, but it still belongs to the composer itself. And I kind of like the way that works, essentially. It's kind of a little give and take. Everyone gets something for it, and the composer gets to continue to keep the rights of the project and the things that they made, which is really cool. But I more than likely will never actually have full buyout rights. But because of that, I have to make sure that I'm working within the rights that is given by the composer who makes the song. And currently, it's looking like the rights will allow me to use it for the projects, marketing projects, et cetera, when it comes to the world of IO. And they have been so gracious, because they didn't have to do this, to allow me to give Patreon members early access to songs or peeks to songs that they get to listen to first, which is, like I said, very kind, very generous of them at that point in time. So I really do appreciate that, and I want to make sure we're still giving value to our level 10 tier, because the Patreon allows us to do a lot of cool stuff, and I wouldn't even be talking to video game composers if it wasn't for the support of our Patreon members. So please consider supporting the Patreon today. If this is your first time watching an IO campaign, welcome. We have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/World of IO. Head on over there to watch all of that. Tomorrow, I believe the Goblins of IO session will be up. And then the day after that will be the Spire of Euclid. And the day after that will be the Altar Ballad. And because we've got Altar Ballad tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST, it's going to be session 3. Looking to be a big fishing crafting session. So I highly recommend coming in. If you're interested in learning more about the systems that are around, then yes, by all means, please come to tomorrow's session. It's an absolute delight. Absolutely delightful. Charming group of people. They are wonderful. I think that's it for me, chat. You are free to roam about the cabin. We're not going to go anywhere particular today. Instead, I will say there are a lot of cool people streaming. Go and go check them out. A lot of cool buds out there. I see Arix is playing Brilliant Diamond. I see Sam is playing League of Legends. Sam's tripping. I'm seeing Whoops is playing Final Fantasy 14. Head on over. Head on over to these people. Absolutely fantastic. But I will be back tomorrow. 5 p.m. EST is when it's happened. More than likely, it'll be starting around 4 to 4:30 p.m. EST as I set up the D&D and talk with chat. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Altar Ballad season episode 3. Have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.